second annual weighing of our beautiful mirror carp and common carp, plus other fish. We're about to find out how much they've grown in the past 12 months and to see them again. We've got some real stunners. If you've already watched our recent update film on the No Bullshit Pond, you'll know all about the massive upheaval that's just taken place. The pond is now lined, not because it wasn't holding water, because it was, but because there'll be zero seepage through any cracks in the clay walls that's inevitable during hot, dry periods. You'll know that we drained the pond, temporarily moving the fish to our lower pond and the kingfisher pond. The fish that were growing in the lower pond were transferred to stock ponds 1 and 2. Back in June, we decided there was a need to provide additional biological filtration for stock ponds 1 and 2. This would allow us to increase the number of fish during the upheaval, plus deal with increasingly bigger fish over the next couple of years. I've got everything in front of me to set up the filtration system, apart from the tools, and putting it together is quite straightforward. It's all been kindly donated. It's now set up. Once the filter media has become populated with the necessary bacteria, we'll be able to feed more food to the fish without compromising water quality. And it's been working really well. But we still monitor the water quality on a weekly basis during the warmer months. The fish excrete waste in the form of ammonia. Bacteria convert this into nitrites and then into nitrates. The margins are packed with aquatic plants that utilise the nitrates for their growth. It's crucial to maintain safe water parameters. We specifically check the levels of ammonia and nitrite weekly to make sure there are no spikes which could be potentially dangerous to the fish. Thank you to NT Labs for donating these testing kits, which are accurate and simple to use. Brunel Microscopes generously gave us this microscope to check for parasites on our fish. A major infestation, if left untreated, could prove fatal. Before we get to the grand weigh-in, a quick word about what we feed the fish and how much. In springtime, we carefully measure the water temperature using a pond thermometer. Fish are cold-blooded and gradually start to become more active at around 10 degrees centigrade. Their metabolism is regulated by the temperature of their environment. Throughout April, we begin to slowly increase their food intake, adding defrosted sweet corn to a winter diet of pearl barley, crushed maize flakes and garlic powder. Plus, this year, we started our own maggot production to add further variety to the diet. The fish are fed twice a week at this time. We begin to feed Coppins pellets when the water temperature is consistently 14 degrees centigrade or above. Thank you again to Alltech Coppins for their continued support. We feed 2% of body weight on a daily basis, subject to weather. We know the combined biomass of the fish because they've been individually weighed, so it's easy to calculate how much food is needed for each pond, adjusted throughout the summer to allow for weight gain. The amount of food is decreased again as the water temperature begins to drop in autumn. And we stop feeding pellets when it gets down to 10 degrees centigrade, reverting to a twice weekly diet that's easier for the fish to digest. We skip feeding during very cold periods. Okay, let's see how much our beautiful fish now weigh, another year on. We'll start off with a couple of new fish, the smallest and youngest, two Leany strain mirror carp, both fully scaled. Once again kindly donated by Anthony Hurst. We got them in January 2025. Less food to the carp than a commercial fish farm would, as our top priority is long-term health rather than rapid growth. When a fish reaches 4 pounds in weight or thereabouts, we assume it's probably big enough to escape predation by a heron or cormorant. It's ready to be moved to the no bullshit pond. Fish farms easily get their carp to that size in 3 growing seasons, whereas we're taking an extra year. This is the biggest one. Drum roll, please. So, that's it for this year's weigh-in. With the massive upheaval of the no bullshit pond involving a huge amount of hard work, this autumn's been full on. Keep watching for the end card, which you can click on to see what we've been doing. Please subscribe to our YouTube channel if you haven't already done so. Finally, many thanks once again to everyone who's kindly supported this project.